was born in Detroit. We were poor. Being black in America, we didn't have it easy. Times were tough, but I never noticed.
This is where I lived, the second door.
It was here in the Detroit Brewster housing projects that I met Mary Wilson and Florence Ballard. I don't think I ever thought you can't get anywhere from here. As much as I love recording in the studio, there's nothing more magical as the energy on stage.
Is so proud and honored to welcome one of the greatest, most iconic entertainers of all time. She's here live with us tonight. Are you guys ready for a Diana Ross party? Here she is, the one and only Diana Ross. Woo! Gorgeous. Oh my goodness. Goodness, this is sensational.
Wow, this is so exciting.
So beautiful. Well, we invited a few, just a handful of your super fans. We have people here from all over the country. As far as we have Detroit, New York. Where did you say you're from? Denver. So we're going to have a good time tonight. You and I talk backstage because your fans are really like family to you.
That's right.
So it's going to feel like one big happy family tonight.
Yes. They know that. They know that they're family. Look at the faces. I know you.
So I have to congratulate you right away because this is Diana Ross. This is your very first fragrance that you've ever designed. And over the years, I'm sure that a million people have wanted you to do this, but you were ready to do something really special. And I have to tell you, the fragrance that you brought us, Diamond Diana, is amazing. It is one of the most beautiful packaged, first of all, beautifully packaged fragrances we've ever seen. The actual fragrance itself, and we'll talk about it in detail because it's gorgeous. It is your signature fragrance. So when you meet Diana Ross, first of all, you smell delicious. She smells so beautiful. This is your fragrance. This is what she wears daily, and how beautiful that she's sharing this little piece of herself with all of us. So I'm going to grab the box right away because you guys have to see this. By the way, this would be sold out if we were not able to get a few extra. I want you guys all to know that over 14,000 have been sold. We have a couple thousand left for tonight. I know, is that exciting? So, and it's ready to give. Look at how you package this. It's all black velvet. It has a beautiful red burgundy and black satin bow. You open it up, and inside is one of the most magnificent. This is a faceted, it looks like a diamond. It's a faceted crystal, gorgeous. Look at that bottle. The bottle alone, if it were empty, I mean, that alone, for under $75, for $18 on your credit card, would be the most gorgeous gift. You give her a big rock for Christmas, right?
Yeah.
What girl doesn't want a big rock for Christmas? This is a big, beautiful, faceted crystal that has that glorious fragrance inside that we'll talk more about. But that just by itself, when I look at this, this is so special. Are you you must be so proud of this.
I am. I really am very proud of it, yes.
Yeah, you should be, because I know you put your heart into everything you do, which is why your career over 50 years has been so incredible, because you lead with your heart, don't you?
Yes, I do. I try my best to come from my heart space all the time.
Yeah, and so when we talk about a fragrance like this, you know, it's intimate and personal. You wear it on your pulse points. And when you put this on, you think, I couldn't wait to smell it because I knew it was going to smell wonderful. But the first time I tried it, I thought it's so unique and beautiful and different. Really is special. It's kind of sultry. It's warm and nuzzly. It has all the beautiful beautiful notes that we'll talk more about. But I will tell you, if you want to try it, you should get yours before they completely sell it. We're going to let the notes kind of run next to me here. So it starts kind of crisp and citrus, and then the mid-range gets very warm and nuzzly, and then it kind of, when it dries down, I love the dry down on this. And you know what else I really love about it? It stays. You know, sometimes you put a fragrance on, and then a little bit later, you don't smell it anymore.
I wouldn't know that.
Exactly. Touche. So tell us what the inspiration was. What really was the inspiration behind Diamond Diana?
Well, there's a lot of inspirations, but it has to do with really creating and doing different things. Being brought up in Detroit, Michigan, and I don't know if you guys know my history. Most of you do, because you're... That, you know, I just grew up, you know, going to high school and then traveling around the country and realizing that there were so many beautiful and wonderful things in the world, and I wanted that, you know. And I went to a department store in Detroit that was called Hudson's, and there were always beautiful dresses in the windows, and I just love beautiful things. And I wanted to really make something. I'm always wanting to make something beautiful.
Yeah.
Most of you know my fragrance already because it tickles me, because I put the fragrance on before I go on stage so that it just makes me feel good, you know?
Yeah.
And I didn't think that my fans, I didn't think that they could really smell the fragrance, but evidently you do. Really? So as I swirl around you, as I shake my head. That's awesome. But I've always liked beautiful things.
Yes.
I majored in costume design, fashion illustration in school. And we just learned about everything. And it was really a girl coming from the Brewster Projects and what they call the ghetto. You want to rise above and you want to have beautiful things. And I always thought everybody should have a diamond.
Right.
You know, I want to have diamonds.
Right.
Yeah.
This is, I mean, look at that diamond, you guys. Look at the size of this gorgeous thing. You know, it's funny because I decided I keep it on my desk. I'm using it as a paperweight.
Oh.
And then I'll spritz it.
Yeah.
But it's so beautiful. I mean, put this somewhere in your home and display it. Would be a absolutely gorgeous paperweight or just the keepsake. I've never seen anything like that. Honestly,
you could probably sit it somewhere near the light because it actually radiates.
Oh, the prisms, for sure.
It's beautiful.
It really is.
Yeah.
I just can't get over what a lovely, lovely presentation this is. You girls and guys, and for all the husbands out there, you want to get her a big rock for Christmas and fragrance on top of it. This is the most beautiful, beautiful gift to give. She will be so thrilled. Oh, and by the way, you also brought us a little, this is Eau de Parfum. It's 3.4 fluid ounces. It's a lot. And again, it stays, what's beautiful about it, it stays. It doesn't just dissipate. This is really beautiful. It smells expensive. It smells heavenly. But look what else.
When you open it or when you spray it, something meets you that gives you this feeling of either sensuality, it gives you a feeling of confidence. It, you know, it's like a veil of something beautiful that you can put on and wear. And so I don't know so much about the ingredients of what we call my juice.
Your secret
you know,
sauce?
that secret juice, that it's a love juice. But we were able to capture the feelings that I want to have when I'm performing, when I'm, you know, going out in the world, and I think we were able to accomplish that.
You really did. I want to show you also that we also have the Diamond Diana roller ball, and this is also another jewel. It's a piece that looks like a piece of jewelry. It is last call on this. We were able to get a couple extra for tonight. There's a jewel at the top, and then you have your little roller ball right here, so you can get a little dab, little touch-up. Comes in a velvet pouch, and if you order the Today's Special, we will take an additional $14 off the roller ball. Most people, they were telling me, our producers were telling me that most people are ordering both today. In fact, most people are ordering all three things. We have your new album coming up, so we'll talk about that. But if you'd like to pick up the whole shebang, this is the time to do it. This is all exclusive to HSN, and this is our final show. It's our final 2 hours with the amazing Diana Ross. What a treat to have the worldwide exclusive launch of her glorious fragrance.
It tickles me. She calls this a shebang.
Yeah. a whole shebang.
Yeah, the Legacy Collection is basically the songs that I do on stage that you guys love so much.
Yeah.
I selected those songs for this Legacy Collection because I know that these are the ones that you know that I do on stage and perform live. And it's almost in the same sequence pretty much as what we do, you know, on stage. There's a new Ain't No Mountain High Enough remix on there for the clubs and things like that, which is really fun.
I'm coming out more today than yesterday. The Boss, It's My House, Endless Love, Upside Down, You Can't Hurry Love, Touch Me in the Morning, Love Hangover, Take Me Higher, It's My Turn, Watching Fools Fall in Love, Ain't No Mountain High Enough, Reach Out and Touch. They're all here.
Yes.
They're all here on this track. And then on top of that, you also get a holiday CD. So that for another $17. That's why we're all buying everything. Get your fragrance tonight, $18 on your credit card. And then you want to definitely get your rollerball, and you absolutely have to pick up the album. So we're going to be running off to the phones. I hope you don't miss this. It's your last chance. You know what's special about it, too? Because so often fragrance, you find it everywhere. And you know what somebody's wearing because, you know, there's so many fragrances that you find every single store. This you can't find. This you can't find anywhere but here. So you really have your own special, unique fragrance when you're wearing it.
I have collected perfume bottles. I collect a lot of
This is gorgeous.
beautiful things. And I haven't ever seen a bottle like that.
Oh, my
in any of the,
gosh.
even when you go through the airports and you go through looking at all the perfumes and things there, I've not seen a diamond or anything that's shaped or as beautiful as that. And I wanted the
stunning.
liquid, the juice inside. I wanted it to be clear, you know, so that you could really see the facets of the diamond.
It's
I really
brilliant.
think we
You know what it
were
is?
able to
It's weighty.
accomplish what we wanted.
It's heavy. You know what I mean? It feels like you take it out. It feels really, it feels like a diamond. It has facets like a diamond. Just like I was thinking about it, how smart that you decided to name it Diamond Diana, because it's many facets of women. We women are multifaceted. And you have this beautiful faceted jewel. And then there's all like diamonds are forever, and diamonds are a girl's best friend.
Yeah.
And it's just such a perfect, perfect name for this beautiful fragrance.
Yeah. You know, you said women are special, but I think all people are special.
You're right.
I really do.
Isn't it true that men love this fragrance also?
Yes, it's, you know, there's no special genders for this. I really feel like, well, I spent a lot of time in Paris. I was working on doing the Josephine Baker story at that time. And all my male friends, all my gay friends, everybody wears fragrance there. They wear jewels, bracelets, you know, earrings. And I just think, you know, more and more we're doing that in this country, you know, and I think men like to smell good too.
Absolutely.
And that is the
You know, it is true. In this fragrance, it's not like sweet, flowery. It's not, it's really warm and nuzzly and beautiful, and it is something that my husband loves this. He's very picky about fragrance. Men do love, love, love this fragrance, as do women. So I hope that you will try it. We have to run to the phones because we're already very busy. I hope you go to your phone or to hsn.com and join us. But we have Claudia in New York who's joining us. Hi, Claudia. This is Colleen. You are live with Diana Ross tonight. Welcome.
Oh, thank you. Hi, Colleen.
Hi, Claudia.
Hi, Diana. So nice to talk with you. I purchased your fragrance and the rollerball earlier.
Yes.
And I'm looking forward to getting it, especially since it's Diana Diamond. And I had a little story that I wanted to share with you. Many years ago, I was working at a very big jeweler on 57th and 5th, and you came in to purchase a pair of stud earrings for your daughter. I believe she was maybe 13, I think you said. And you were so kind and so lovely. And you would let me bring my boss down, and we both talked to you, and you signed autographs, even though I would have gotten in terrible trouble for asking. And I just wanted to share that you're such a lovely person. You were then, you probably still are now, and you look better than you ever did in your life.
Amazing.
Thank you.
Absolutely. You do look absolutely spectacular.
That's a lighting.
You see her in person. No. I'm sitting right next to you. You look absolutely, you are ageless.
Thank you so much. Your boss, do you still work with him after these years?
Oh, we lost Claudia.
We lost Claudia?
Claudia, that was the cutest story. Thank you for sharing that.
Yeah.
That's so sweet. Everybody has, you know, people who meet you, it's memorable, and they will never, these are unforgettable moments, just like fragrance. You know, I heard you talking about that earlier, how fragrance takes you back just like a song or a melody, right? You hear a song and it takes you right back to a year, to who you were with, what you were wearing, and fragrance has that same power, doesn't it?
Yes, it does. You know, it was really interesting with talking with the ones that helped me create it, Rodney. We were,
I'm sorry.
As he talked about what I was expecting, he was using language like notes and harmony and, you know, and chords. And I said, it's really very much like music. Those are the same language that we use in music. We talk about, you know, the notes, and we talk about the harmony and the blending of things.
Absolutely.
So it really, music and fragrance, or your sense, is really a lot the same.
It is.
And it really holds a lot of memory, because the fragrance that I wear is very close to what my mother wore.
Oh.
And when I think about Mom, whenever you know, it's those warm, cozy feelings that you get when you know, when you put on a fragrance that you love, or that has a memory in it for you.
Absolutely. Isn't that a beautiful, really is a beautiful thing, and it's such a lovely thing for you to share with us. I mean, you get to really wear and enjoy and appreciate what Diana loves, what she wears, what Diana Ross's mother wore, and how special that is. And I think
I don't know if it's the same
but it must have
notes,
certain
but
notes.
it has something.
Yeah. You know, I mean, when we look at like top notes, listen to these. I mean, they just sound beautiful. Lavender, fresh mandarin orange, aquatic clementine, white bergamot, vibrant lemon zest. So the top note, that's the first thing you smell when you
Interesting.
spritz it.
Does that mean anything to you, those words?
It sounds kind of fresh, doesn't it?
Because for me,
Fresh and
I don't, when I love something, I don't have to pick it apart to dissect it or figure out why, but they were able to get close to that feeling that I want. It's hard to talk about what a fragrance smells like when you can't talk about smelling on TV.
But I think a lot, like, I know that I love vanilla. This has vanilla. I love jasmine. This has jasmine. I kind of know things that I gravitate toward in a fragrance. Like this has that citrusy orange as the mid note. That's the heart of your fragrance, an exotic spice blend. So it does have that little bit of spice.
So people that know these things, they have what they call a nose.
Yes, exactly. It's kind of like wine. You know how people that really know wine can tell. They know the different flavors in the wine, the different, and same with fragrance. That's why a lot of women, for example, you'll know if you like the base note is creamy sandalwood, sensuous amber, gossamer musk, seductive incense, golden vanilla. It's just yum. So, and that's kind of what stays. That's where it dries down, and then you have this really warm, beautiful, very cozy. People want to get closer, right? When people lean in for a hug, this is not the fragrance that clunks you over the head. It doesn't, you know what I mean? Some fragrances are so overpowering. This is not that fragrance.
Okay. I don't know what you're talking about.
Have you ever gotten on an elevator, though, or sat in an airplane next to someone that had like a fragrance that just sort of didn't sit right with your nose?
There's other things that happen on airplanes that
That, too.
I am very sensitive.
All right.
No, I'm teasing a lot. But yes, I understand what you mean.
Sure. Should we say hi to Carmen in Michigan? Hi, Carmen. This is Colleen. You are live with Diana Ross.
Hi, Ms. Ross.
Hi, Carmen.
I've been your fan since I was 14 years old.
Yes.
And I would like to say you're as beautiful on the inside and the outside.
Oh, thank you so much. Thank you.
Carmen, did you order the fragrance tonight? Carmen, did you pick up the perfume?
You see 3 now.
What'd she say? Carmen?
You might want to turn it up a little bit so we can hear her.
It's a privilege to speak with you. I'm a first-time mom at 53.
Whoa!
I bought everything, the CD, the perfume, the rollerball.
Well, thank you so much, Carmen. We appreciate you. Enjoy the rest of the show, and we'll get everything on the way for you.
Carmen, where in Michigan are you calling from?
Where, Rick?
Where are you?
Sterling Heights, I guess.
Sterling Heights, because it looks like it says Michigan there.
Yeah, it does say
Yeah.
Sterling Heights, Michigan.
Anyway, I'm so happy you called, and you know, since you were 14, and I'm only 47 now, so we've been knowing each other a long time.
Thank you so much, Carmen. Hey, as you call in to order, please stay on the phone. We are extremely busy. If you can use express ordering, that will be the fastest way to get in, or log on to hsn.com. There is no wait. If you're a brand new customer, please be patient. We will get a representative with you in a moment to take your orders, and we will have this delivered to you in plenty of time for holiday gift giving. When you shop at HSN, by the way, this time of year, we have basically a 2-month money-back guarantee, so you can get it home and make sure that you love it, which we know you will, but you have all the way till the end of January. If somebody wanted to exchange it, that would not be a problem. But I will say, if you have a minute to go to hsn.com, Diane, I don't know if you had a chance to see the reviews. People were sampling this fragrance, and the reviews, almost every single review on this is perfect 5 stars.
Oh,
People are in love with it. They are raving about it. And it's, you know, because you take a leap of faith when you try a fragrance from television, or when you haven't tried it yet. But the reviews coming in on this, I've never seen reviews come in on a fragrance like this. Women are loving it, and men too.
Makes me happy.
So I do want to point that out. If you have a minute, go read some reviews. We can scroll some at the bottom of the screen for you as well. But that's the key, is that you will adore this. You're going to actually, you just feel so special when you open it. When they gave me my sample and I opened it for the first time, I screamed. I was like, oh! I couldn't believe what was in this box. When I saw your bottle for the first time, because I'm a jewelry girl, I love jewelry, and when I saw this beautiful jewel sitting inside the box, before I even smelled the fragrance, I just felt like this was the most special, special treat, most special thing. There is a little note in here from Diana Ross as well, so look for your little note that will be tucked in from Miss Ross in your box. And by the way, the rollerball, Rick, our producer, is mentioning that the last call is going out. We don't even have 1,000 of our roller balls left, but that is a special little treat for you, or you could give this as a gift, maybe keep the fragrance for you, or vice versa. But isn't this pretty? There's another jewel, looks like a little diamond, that's clenched right into a 4-prong setting, and it's beautiful. And by the way, even the gold that you've used is pure gold. This is all done in 22-karat gold. I mean, just the attention to detail involved with the creation, from the fragrance itself to the glorious packaging to the personal note from you. It is definitely memorable if you give this to someone as a gift.
And I'm really happy to be here at HSN, to be able to let, you know, that everyone here has been so wonderful to me. Hi.
And well, we all say the same thing. We just
and it's really been really great, because what happens is we get a chance to know each other, but you know, they get a chance to really see what we do and what we put together.
You're right.
Yeah.
It's because you're right. If you just put a fragrance on a counter in a department store, that's different.
Yeah.
Here you get to really hear the love and the passion and the story behind what inspired you to bring this to us. And it makes it that much more special and personal, I think. It's a true gift from Diana Ross for all of us tonight. The lovely Marlo is here in the audience with us.
What an incredible night.
This is fun.
It is so incredible, and we are so happy to have all of you joining us. We have had wonderful fans travel from all over the country tonight to be a part of this special moment, and I'd like to introduce you to one. Dustin, will you stand for me for a moment? And I'm going to ask you to stand out just for a moment. Come on over with me, Dustin, just for a moment. Yes, right here. It's fine. And Dustin, you traveled in from
New York.
New York.
Yes.
And I understand that you are a super fan, right? Am I correct about that, Dustin?
I do love Ms. Ross.
All right. Tell us how much.
Quite a bit, a lot.
Concerts.
It's big.
I've seen a few.
How many, Dustin? How many concerts?
I don't know how many, but I've been to quite a bit.
More than 3?
More than 3.
More than 5?
More than 100.
More than 100. Why is she so special to you?
You know, just, Ms. Ross, you have always encouraged me and so many of others to just be yourself and go for your dreams and to never give up.
Yes.
And your message with your music, plus how you carry yourself, has always been to just never give up. And when you're facing adversity or whatever, you just keep saying, ain't no mountain high enough. And you know, you did it, I can do it. And I just always had your music to turn to. And love you. I love you. I mean that. You're always so encouraging.
So great. Huh?
Yes. So, Dustin, I understand that you also had a chance to sample the fragrance.
I did.
So, what are your thoughts?
No, really, when I first smelled this, I said, this is Diana Ross. Because I said, I could smell you from the stage, and this smells just like what you wear. And it's like having a little bit of Diana Ross with you.
Well, that's perfect.
Yeah.
So I know that you also had an opportunity to hear the music from the wonderful Legacy Collection that's available tonight. You want to speak about the music?
Really, there are, I know Ms. Ross has talked about it, but there are special memories that come up when you hear certain songs. And some songs really inspire you, like It's My Turn and Ain't No Mountain High Enough. Some make you want to dance, Take Me Higher, and On Down the Road. So I'm just wondering, when you're singing a song like Ain't No Mountain High Enough and It's My Turn, what memories come up for you?
So many, Dustin. But mostly it's really interesting about the song. When I get to it, it's like we work our way down to it at the end of the show or close to the end. It becomes like, I don't know what the thing is, the interaction, but as soon as I start with the opening, it's like, it's like a meditation kind of song. Everybody is up on their feet, and it happens every time. And it's got to be something about, the song was written by Valerie Simpson, Nick Ashford. It's something about the song that really lifts everyone's spirits. And no one's afraid to get up. They just all stand up.
It's true.
They don't, they?
Yes, it's true.
Like, you're not prompted or anything. It's just everybody stands.
It's amazing what happens. And I'm not sure exactly why, but it's the song, it's the lyric, it's what it talks about, and where it takes people. And when I walk out on the stage, I start with I'm Coming Out. Almost every one of those songs have a lyric in it that really means something to me,
Beautiful.
And yes, Ain't No Mountain Head, well, I think about it a lot, about Central Park, when I was standing on the stage in that monsoon.
I think we've got some video. We've got some video of that as
one of
well.
those moments.
That was epic. We're looking at some videotape of that right now. And Dustin, thank you for your questions and comments. But this was truly an epic night. None of us will ever forget. There you were. It was a monsoon, and you did not leave that stage. You were out there, and nobody wanted to leave. Nobody wanted to go home because it was just so, people were just riveted by how incredible you were. Just you just didn't want to leave, did you?
No. Well, actually, I was staying there on purpose because when it started to rain, we had no idea it was going to rain like this.
Right.
And there was maybe 500,000 people out there, and it just went dark.
Yeah.
And so I felt, the mothering part of me came out where I was talking to God, I wanted everybody to be safe. I felt responsible, and I wanted them to be safe, and so I wanted to stay there. And I said, I'm not going anywhere,
goodness.
And so I was going to stay there until everyone walked out of the park, and I was given directions. Everybody go to the left, everybody go to the right.
Again, it was one of the largest crowds of all time showing up for a concert in Central Park. And then didn't you actually do the concert, repeat the concert?
We repeated the concert, and what happened from that is I was able to build a children's playground in Central Park in New York, from, wanting to put something back into the city. And the playground is still there.
I love that you did that. You did build that playground, indeed. So, that's just, again, it's interesting how those moments in time that are marked for you, it's important to you to help keep that memory alive, to make that memory, to keep it. And I think every time people go by that park, they're reminded of that epic time when you just inspired all of us so much. I mean, the strength. I mean, this is a little tiny lady, you know, and I mean, you're very confident, you're a powerhouse, but you really are, it's amazing, this energy that comes out of this little tiny person.
I had a dream. I have dreams. I had a dream that I wanted to build children's playgrounds all over the world.
You did? Oh, my goodness.
Yeah. Well, I haven't done that, but I did build the playground in Central Park.
Oh, interesting.
Before I did the show, it was one of those things that I had said. I said, gee, if I could build a children's playground, because I like the idea of giving back, and you know, I love children and I love kids, and I just thought if I could build playgrounds. There was this beautiful playground in Detroit that I saw, and I thought we want to try to do something like that, and we built that playground. Yeah.
So proud of you. Oh my gosh. Okay, we're going to run back off to our phones. By the way, just to remind everyone, this is the final chance. We are in the last show with the amazing Diana Ross. This is the worldwide exclusive launch of her first ever fragrance, Diamond Diana. Everything about it is perfection, from the way it's packaged to the incredible faceted crystal diamond-shaped bottle to the glorious fragrance that is inside that you get to enjoy and appreciate and share with everywhere you go. And you have a story to tell when people say, oh, you smell beautiful. What are you wearing? How fun to be able to tell the story. This is a Diana Ross exclusive fragrance that is now yours, Diamond Diana. If you're looking for gifts, a lot of us just ordered a bunch of these. This is the greatest, right? This is, look at it, we're all nodding here. This is the greatest gift because, first of all, it's gorgeous. Even when they use up the fragrance, this is a keepsake. This, the bottle that is a faceted, looks like a faceted diamond. Look at this gorgeous thing. I mean, that alone, even if it were empty, that is something you will have forever. I just really love it. 17,000 have now been spoken for. Yay! Yeah. And back to the telephones. This time we have Andre in New York joining us. Hi, Andre. This is Colleen. You are live with Miss Diana Ross. Welcome.
Hi, Andre.
Thank you. Hi.
Hi.
I just had to call in to say that thank you for sharing your life with us. The first song that I remember in my life is The Happening when you were on the Ed Sullivan Show. We won't get into how old I am now. But I was also there, one of those out there in the rain with you in Central Park.
Oh my goodness.
And I was back there the very next day. I got to see you in concert a few times, and I just had to call in. This is the second show that I called. I called in before, but your children bumped me off last show. So I've been waiting to call in just to tell you thank you and how much I love you, and just keep on doing what you're doing.
Thank you, Andre. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Andre. What a lovely call. In case you did not see the earlier show, Diana's children did call in. It was quite spectacular. She is the mother of 5, 3 daughters, 2 sons, and that was so adorable and special and so heartfelt. And I just have to say, were just so, they were raving about you. I said, Diana is an incredible, she's amazing at everything, but I bet probably you feel like your children are probably one of your greatest life's work because they really are very special. When they speak about their love for you, it was very moving. It was really, really spectacular.
Thank you so much.
Here's a few photos of the fam. They're so cute. Oh my goodness. So you know what, if in case you missed the show earlier, definitely was worthwhile to hear all the love that you share in this lovely family of yours. So great.
Raif got on the phone earlier today and spoke French.
Yes,
you know?
Your little grandson.
Yeah, my grandson. And he really stole the show at the AMAs, you know. And I don't know if you saw him dancing in the aisles with his big afro. So great.
Yes, in fact, you were, and there he is. There's a picture from the AMAs.
And Rhonda,
and again, you were just awarded the Lifetime Achievement Award at the American Music Awards that were just back in November. Congratulations. Thank you. Even though you still have a lot to do.
Honestly, I really do think I did say that same thing to the girl. I said, when you give me the Lifetime Achievement, does that mean that this is over or something? You know? And no, it's to be continued. But it was really lovely because my kids and my grandkids were there, and Berry Gordy was there, and Smokey Robinson. And it really is that combined my family and you know, those people that have made it possible for me. Barry Gordy has made it so possible for me. If it hadn't been for him, I wouldn't be here today. And I was just so happy. He just turned 88. Wow. And I was just so happy that he could be there with me that night. He looks good, too, doesn't he? Right? So it was really one of those wonderful nights. You know, I've had so many blessings in my life, and I really, really, really appreciate those people that have made a path for me, that have supported me and believed in me. You know, my mom believed in me from the beginning, and a teacher in my high school. Are you sweating, girl?
I know, you're going to make me cry.
But I think, you know, that it's been incredible. An incredible career. Yeah. And to receive not only the Lifetime Achievement, but the Medal of Freedom and Kennedy's, and you know, these are wonderful, wonderful blessings.
Well, and well deserved. Yeah. And it seems as though the DNA runs in the family. You have a little videotape I have to show you. This is your little granddaughter. Her name is Jagger.
Yeah.
Right? Check this out, guys.
Not afraid of anything.
Look at the big audience in front of her.
Oh, Jagger. Go, Jagger. Look at all this. She's not shy.
Right?
Yeah.
How cute is that?
That's so good.
Oh, my goodness. By the way, I know a lot of people are asking, I hope we still have CDs left. I'm going to double check on this. I'm not sure. If you want the album, remember, you are getting some of the greatest hits of all time from Diana Ross, and then you're also going to be getting a holiday track as well. You're getting a holiday album, and you're getting some of her greatest hits. This is only, I think, $16 in pennies, and these, Rick tells me, have been flying out the door, too. So the majority of these are sold out. So if you haven't ordered this yet, I'm old school. I still love a CD.
I do too.
I like, you can of course download online, but it's so fun to be able to pop a CD in the car or at home when you're listening to music. So if you want that CD, you get both albums for that one price. This is an HSN exclusive. We're the only place where you can actually buy the real CD, which is so great. So pick it up tonight. I'll let you know when it sells out, but it is here right now. And as you're ordering the fragrance, we're so excited that you are. Thank you so much. It really is thrilling to get to hear Diana speak from her heart about all the things that inspire you. And I love hearing just how you have had an extraordinary life and career. And I think that it's just so fun to hear how every day you live in such a grateful way. And I think that's something that I just admire greatly about you. I hear when we were backstage, we were talking about your fans, and Diana said, you know, I have a hard time calling them my fans because I feel like they're my family.
Yes.
Right? And I think that's so beautiful. Yeah. That you feel that way.
It is so true. They know me, and I know them, and they've always supported me, you know, always there for me. And it really is very special, and I'm happy that you were able to be here like this tonight. I'm not singing, but I'm here to be with you, and I do like to look out and see your faces and see your smiles and to know you. And you know, if I saw you on the street, I want to be able to see you and know you and say, how's your family? How's your mom? How's your mom, girl? But I really, really care about you, and that you care about me, and you care about the music. I think it's more than my creating this is more than everything. But it's not about the selling of the product. It's kind of, I'm wanting to let you know that I got some love juice here that I want you to have. I mean, I really care about you. I want to know more about you. I know you used to dance with me when you were how old were you when you first started coming to see me?
I saw you first in 1989.
Wow.
An overtime tour.
Yeah.
And you told me earlier you've seen how many concerts?
About
250 or 60 concerts you've been to. Wow.
But I watched you go through, you know, growing up.
You watched me grow up, yeah.
I watched your relationships. I know you.
All righty then.
I know you. So good to see you, yeah. Did you want to ask me anything? I mean, you guys, I started this new thing on the stage where I said, It's conversation time, and I want you to know I'm listening.
I'm curious, with all of the negativity that's out there in the world, who or what inspires you? Because you remain positive and full of love. And I'm very curious, where does that come from, Miss Ross?
I think my grandfather was a Baptist minister. We grew up in the church. I know a lot of you might not know that side or part of me. My family are all caregivers. You know, my sister's a doctor and her kids are doctors. And we come from a family of caregivers and giving. And I've been able to enjoy that in my life and also be able to give it back. And I think it's just the way we were raised. I think my mother believed in me, even when I wasn't an A student. Bobby was an A student, but I was like an average student. But I think, you know, the family is caregivers and ministers, and I think that the work that I do on the stage, in a sense, it's a form of ministry. And only in the last, I don't know how many years now, but I started really meditating. And what I mean by that is just taking the time to be quiet and taking care of self and taking care of family, because if I start with my family, then I think it can transfer out. I think if I could be anything at all, I would like to be a good example. You know, I want to do the best I can on the path that I've been given. And I guess that's just, it's, you know, I love the fragrance, and, you know, I want to do things that are special and beautiful. But to me, this gift is my gift to be able to spend time with you, to be able to speak to you directly. You know, I was getting ready to say, you know, I'm 73, right?
Wow.
Beautiful.
You look so incredible.
Thank you. But
we need to do beauty cream. Whatever you're doing, whatever she's having, I'm having next time.
But I want so that, you know, in this life that I'm living and the path that I'm on, that if I could be able to not just, you know, give a gift of fragrance, but a gift of who I am, and knowing that family works. You know, I say to everybody I meet, if your mom and dad are still alive, cherish them.
Yes.
Cherish them.
Yes.
You know, create relationships with those that are close to you. I just think these things, they might seem small things, but they're important things. Thanksgiving, you give thanks for everything. Be happy when you wake up in the morning and see the light, you know, and see the sky. You know, we take a lot of things for granted. And, you know, when you meet people, really see their faces, look at their eyes, see them. It's not like, it's just don't forget, you know, that these are gifts. We're here for a short period of time. You know, try to focus when there's contrast and upsets going on in your life. Try to focus on the opposite, you know, try to focus on the good things. I have this thing I talk about, perception, you know, like, what is it about that I can change the perception of it? You know what I mean? Yeah. How can I change my thought about something? But I think those things are, you learn as life goes on. I don't know that I always knew them at the beginning with the Supremes or anything like that, but I do know that you start to learn these things work. I feel better when I do this, you know? Did you notice I've lost some weight?
Yes.
Amazing.
Learning to take care of self is an interesting thing, too, because what happened is I loved to have Haagen-Dazs ice cream. I would use Haagen-Dazs ice cream as my comfort food at night because I wanted to, just to relax. And then I realized, I got to stop. I did a 30-day challenge. I'm not going to eat any more Haagen-Dazs ice cream. And all of a sudden, you know, I lost like 15 pounds.
Wow.
You know, kind of right here.
Gorgeous.
Yes. A fragrance helps you feel good.
There's no calories.
Being good, seeing people's eyes, saying hello, you know what I mean? Not hiding, going out there, being out there. And I hope that I've given this to my children to be able to give back in the same way. And I know that I have, because you can see Tracy. You see how Tracy is.
Yes,
you know?
yes, definitely.
And Tracy gave this incredible speech that talked about, you know, my life is my life. You know, it doesn't mean that she's not sharing and giving and loving, but she has to take responsibility for who she is in her life and be happy with who she is. It's brilliant. My kids are wonderful. I love them. They know I love them. And I think because they know I love them and I don't judge them, you know, allow them to have their lives, that I think it will be and is okay that they can love me back. You know, I'm not expecting perfect, you know, they are perfect, but I'm not. You know, and little Callaway, you know, and little Jagger and Raif and, you know, my other two little babies, they can't really talk yet. I talked about Leaf. Have you heard me talk about Leaf? He doesn't speak yet. He's really young.
Oh, okay.
So when he wants, you know, when he doesn't want anything, you know, he goes like that. He does his sign language. You know, when he wants more, he's like that. But then when he likes you and he's feeling good, he does like this.
Love that.
So I had the entire audience doing that, and everybody, come on, guys, hey, come on, everybody, good, feeling good.
That is so incredible.
Oh,
well,
beautiful.
So many of you are fortunate to be here.
Sorry, we're not selling
live.
stuff, right? I'm sorry.
Well, listen, this is better. Many of you in our studios have been fortunate to fly in, but you have millions of fans all over the world. And so we've been engaging with many of you on our social platform. We're streaming live on Facebook, and we have some comments that we want to share with you. Beverly H. has written in and said, "You are beautiful." She loves all of your songs, and she says, "Greetings from the island of Jamaica."
Nice.
Joey P. says, "Love you, Diana. You are beautiful, so talented. I have loved you for over 40 years, and you look amazing."
Oh, that's so great.
And Donna O says, "Keep showing us how it's done." Donna O said that.
Those are great.
Mary B. has said, "Love you, Diana. Can't wait to experience your Diamond Diana perfume." And Shalonda F. wrote, "Loved you since I was a kid and beyond thrilled to order your fragrance. You are a class act, beautiful inside and out." And there are countless number of comments. So we want everybody to engage with us, and we certainly are inviting you to do that. So I just want you to know that. All right?
Oh my God, so fun. All right, we're going to be heading back to the phones. My goodness, we are so busy. In case you're just stopping in, yes, this is the one, the only, the amazing Diana Ross launching her first ever fragrance here today on HSN. It's been a runaway hit. In fact, it would be sold out if we were not able to have the manufacturer put a few extras aside for us. These were supposed to be for the future. They are not, this fragrance is not going to be around for a while. It's exclusive to HSN. You have a real price if you're ordering this. It's $18 on FlexPay. You do your first payment. We send you the most stunning, I love you don't even have to wrap it. It's wrapped. It's the bow. Everything is ready to go. It's a velvet box, and then inside, the box is like a jewelry box. Yeah. You know what I mean? You know, like the movie Pretty Woman when she gets her fingers almost stuck in the box? That's what I think of. It's like this beautiful jewelry box, and then look at the piece of jewelry inside, this gorgeous, faceted diamond, if you will, with the most gorgeous fragrance. The fragrance inside is so beautiful. I cannot wait for you to try it for the first time, for him or for her. I mean, ladies, you must try it, but the guys also adore this fragrance. Look at how pretty it is. So we're going to be running back to our phones. Use express ordering or log on to hsn.com. Ooh. Ooh, did you see that?
Yummy.
Oh, it is yummy.
Delicious, as Tracy would say.
Helen in North Carolina is going to be smelling yummy with us. Hi, Helen. It's Colleen. You're live with Diana Ross. Welcome.
Hi, Helen.
Hi.
Hi.
I cannot believe that I'm here.
How you doing?
Oh, quiet. I've got a little audience behind me. So, years ago, I was at one of your concerts with my husband, and guess what?
What?
You walked down the aisle and you sang to him. It was quite unbelievable.
Oh, wow.
And
And I'm here tonight because I've got your fragrance, but a friend of mine is in the audience, my friend Paula, and she told me she was going to be there. So I put this on, and I'm like, oh, my gosh, there she is. There you
there
are.
she is. Oh, that's Helen's friend.
I am planning on giving this to my husband for Christmas, and I'm most interested on who is he going to re-gift it to. So there we are. Hi, Paula.
Hi, Paula.
Our little pack of dogs are barking in the background. So, Diana, you are awesome, and I'm so happy to be here, and I cannot wait. I will be checking the mailbox every day.
Well, enjoy it, Helen. We know that you will. What a cute call. Thank you for being there, and tell your audience we appreciate that they've been enjoying the show with you. Yeah. Take care, Helen.
Thank you.
Bye.
This was the best place to launch the fragrance because, you know, people don't have to get dressed to go to the retail stores to buy the fragrance. They can just go right to their to their telephone or right. So I think and everything seems to happen really, really fast.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
Oh, this will be there in a few
I don't
days.
know that I would have sold that many of the fragrances in retail just like
in one day.
That.
I don't know.
In one day.
20,000 in a day probably maybe wouldn't happen.
That's really amazing.
Right? So that's why we love that we get to do special things like this. We've known for a while this has been a project that's been in the works, and we have been so looking forward to welcoming you here because, first of all, when you know Diana Ross is going to do her first fragrance, you know it's going to be incredible because everything you do, you put your heart into every single thing you do. It's just, and I love that you're just creative. You're creative, you're inspired, and so if you're going to create something new, you want it to be the very best that you can give. And that's why when you get this, every little thing about the fragrance, from the actual packaging, the bottle blows my mind. If you collect perfume bottles, this is a must. I actually have it on my desk. I use it as a little paperweight, actually, and then I just spritz it when I want a little extra spritz. The nicest part about this is that this is eau de parfum. This lasts. This fragrance, it doesn't just go away in an hour. Look at that gorgeous, gorgeous bottle. It has weight to it. This looks, I couldn't believe this was only $74. I thought this was honestly going to be at least $150. It looks very expensive, and it has that expensive smell. You know, it smells rich. It's not one of those little sort of a teeny bopper fragrance. You know what I'm talking about?
You asked me that. I'm not sure.
It just has a really beautiful, nuzzly, sultry fragrance, but it's soft. There's a softness to this. It does not clunk you over the head, as I was saying earlier.
I think the word is fresh.
It is fresh.
I feel like it's nice, like a breeze.
Yes.
Yeah. And I just, I like it. And I'm hoping that everyone will like it.
Oh, I know you will.
Yeah.
Jennifer in Florida ordered the fragrance, she ordered the rollerball, and she ordered the CDs tonight. Hi, Jennifer. This is Colleen. You are live with Diana Ross. Welcome.
Thank you. Hello, Miss Ross.
Hi.
I actually met you the first night of the Central Park concert. I was standing backstage, and I was at the top of the stairs. And they were bringing you up the stairs.
Yeah.
And when you got on the landing, you looked up at me. At the time, I was a fashion model. And you looked up at me. I'm all of 6 feet and had heels on, so I was like 6'2". And you just said, oh, my God, you're so tall and beautiful. And you squeezed my hand. And that stayed with me. I'm 67 years old
Jennifer,
now.
was that the second day or the first day?
All these years. And that night, I got engaged. So that was one of the greatest nights of my life.
Oh, how about
Jennifer, was that the first night of Central Park or the second night?
I was there the first night in the rain, and I was disobedient. I would not leave until you left that stage. But I did come back the second night, and oh my God, again, great night, great performance, so much love in Central Park, and there were like almost 1 million people there.
Right.
And it was just a love fest. Oh, I thank God.
It really was
for
very
you.
special. It was just like yesterday. It's so amazing.
Forever.
Yeah.
Aww.
Yeah.
Jennifer, what a great memory.
Yeah.
What a beautiful memory. That is so cool.
Can I say one more thing?
Sure.
The most that I'm proud of for you, Miss Ross, is what you have done with your children and your family.
Yes.
You see how Hollywood
Thank you.
are all messed up and they're all crazy, and all of your kids. I follow all of them. I watch Evan on Star. I watch your daughter on Blackish. I mean, it's like you have done such a great job.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. Yeah.
Absolutely. Well said, Jennifer. Thank you so much for sharing that. I mean, how
You know, I
cool.
always say that I can't really take credit, so much credit for my kids. I did the best I could, but what happens is I think they came forth perfect. You know, they really are you know, they teach me things now. You know what I mean? Tracy taught me all about social media. You know, she said, okay, this is what you do, Mom. I said, but I don't know that I really want to be talking to, she said, this is how you do it, Mom. And she's got like millions of followers. And I went like, what? You got people following you. So great.
Do you want that many people following you around? It is a really fun way to connect, though, isn't it?
It is really.
Yeah.
If you notice how I connect on Twitter, I try to, you know, I don't really ever want to tell anybody what to do. I always just put one or two little thoughts in there that I think make a difference to me, and maybe it'll make a difference to someone else. And I like doing it that way.
I love that.
Yeah.
And by the way, I do want to mention, thank you all for being here with us. We are in the final show with Diana Ross on HSN today. Along with the beautiful fragrance, we're also offering a 2-pack of albums, of CDs. We have her newest album, and we also have a holiday track that's going to be included so we can share, because first of all, on the album itself, this is some of your all-time greatest hits. I'm Coming Out, More Today Than Yesterday, The Boss, It's My House, Endless Love, Upside Down, You Can't Hurry Love, Touch Me in the Morning, Love Hangover, Take Me Higher, It's My Turn, Why Do Fools Fall in Love, Ain't No Mountain High Enough, and Reach Out and Touch Somebody's Hand. I mean, hello, who does not want that, right?
And we're going to do the second collection after that, because there's so many songs. Like Dustin always sends me an email, and you said something about...
You do, Dustin?
Oh, yeah.
And you read his emails?
Yes, I read his emails. Yeah, and Dustin, you know, there was some song that you said you were listening to, and then I said, okay, I'm going to put that on Twitter.
Voice of the Heart.
Voice of the Heart, yeah. So there's so many songs that really are, that we love. So many songs that we love.
Right.
That's not on there, but this is the beginning of my re-putting them out.
I love it. So you're getting that album, and then you're also getting a Christmas album that has some beautiful holiday songs: Ave Maria, Wonderful Christmas Time, Winter Wonderland, Silent Night. The list goes on here. So how beautiful to get both CDs for only $16.95. The majority of these have been sold.
Yes.
So we are very limited now. I think there's only a couple thousand left. So if you would like us to send you the set, wouldn't that be a fabulous gift for a Diana Ross fan for Christmas? Oh my goodness.
The first song on the Christmas album is What the World Needs Now is Love. That's huge.
Yeah.
You know, that's huge. You know, right now,
to your question,
with all of those, like James, you know, all of those disasters that's happened in our, you know, in our country in this last year, and people were really hurting a lot. So this, you know, reach out and touch, help somebody, you know, make a difference. But yeah.
I mean,
everyone.
I know. Don't we just want to start belting this out? I know.
We don't need another mountain. Yeah.
Beautiful. All right, we have a little time out to take. When we come back, we have more to share. We have the final look, of course, at our today's special. We'll continue to take your calls. Stay on the phone. Diana Ross would love to say hello to all of you. So, audience, are you going to hang in for one more hour with us? Yay! All right, we're coming back, everybody. Stay right there. We'll meet you back right on the other side of the break. Don't go away.
Join me, Brett Chuckerman, for Connected Life, Wednesday at 7 p.m. Survive the holiday hustle and bustle by treating yourself. Let these innovative products help you relax and put yourself first. Join me Wednesday at 7 p.m.
Cooking is my life. Cooking at home for my family is a special time. So I want everybody out there to have a great time in the kitchen while they're cooking. And the most important thing is to have the right appliances and the right pots and pans. I give it to all my chefs in the restaurant, and they give me suggestions, and they try them out. And so can you at home.
brighter sound. It can push us to feel more, do more, be more. We're Bose. Our passion for getting every detail just right for you is part of everything we do. Bose.
At HSN, we have more gifts than ever before, so it's the perfect time to get your HSN card. Save $20 when you apply and are approved. Plus, get extra flex on all the items you love with VIP financing for those larger purchases. Get an additional $10 off your next purchase when you receive your new card in the mail, all with no annual fee. Apply now. Call 1-800-695-1418 or search HSN card at hsn.com. More gifts, more brands, more friends, more merry.
Detroit. We were poor. Being black in America, we didn't have it easy. Times were tough, but I never noticed.
This is where I lived, the second door.
It was here in the Detroit Brewster housing projects that I met Mary Wilson and Florence Ballard. I don't think I ever thought you can't get anywhere from here. As much as I love recording in the studio, there's nothing more magical as the energy on stage.
The incredible Diana Ross is here live, launching her first ever fragrance. Her 50-plus year career has been so inspired, incredibly remarkable, and she is a woman that we all greatly admire. I'm so glad you're watching because you can see how beautiful she is. She's beautiful to look at, but her heart, you can just feel her heart when she talks, and her heart has been put into the most gorgeous bottle. This is what she calls her little secret fragrance. This is her signature fragrance, and you girls tonight, I'm going to pop it open and show it to you. And for all the guys out there too, you are going to be the only ones in the world. Remember, this is an HSN exclusive. You cannot buy this anywhere else. Look at the beautiful velvet box. The bow on the top is done with black and red, beautiful satin. And then inside, I'm just going to pop it open and show you. Voila. Look, look, look at that gorgeous, and I mean gorgeous bottle. I've never seen a fragrance bottle like this. It is so, so spectacular. And then there you can see there's a little note in here from Diana Ross as well. The fragrance itself is lovely. I have to tell you, it's unique, it's special, it's warm, it's fresh. It's one that when you wear it, people ask about it. It's eau de parfum. It's a 3.4 fluid ounce, so it lasts, it stays with you. And I'll share some of the notes with you too on the screen in a minute so that you can get a better feel for the fragrance itself and all the beautiful notes that are used here to create something that is so special and so unique. And the most beautiful part about it is every time you wear it, you get to make your own memories with it. That's what Diana wanted to share with all of you. This is Miss Ross's favorite way to finish off her look. I loved when I heard her say she makes this originally that fragrance is for herself, and fragrance should be personal. And it is definitely a form of self-expression. So right away, when you do this, I hope you're ordering it for you, because what a beautiful gift this would be for yourself. But also, if you would like to share this with somebody else, anybody you give this to, when I opened the box for the first time, I could not believe my eyes. Honestly, I was just, I just gasped. Look at the gorgeous bottle. It's so pretty. By the way, the little roller ball here is also available. Oh, it's not available. I'm sorry, it's sold out. So roller ball is completely sold out. Yay! So thank you all for your orders there. But if you want the fragrance, you do need to decide on it before this too sells out, closing in on almost 20,000 already spoken for. Wow, wow, wow. All you have to do is spend, what, $18 on your credit card, and we'll get it home to you in plenty time for holiday gift giving. And again, call us or log on to hsn.com. We have your beautiful Diamond Diana fragrance waiting here for you. And of course, it's all thanks to the lovely, the amazing, the talented Diana Ross. She's back. Oh, we're going to check in just a minute. We're doing some finishing touches. She went and did a little quick change for us. So we're going to check in with Miss Ross in a moment. Also, I do want to say, if you'd like to pick up the CDs before they completely sell out, we do have her album. This is her newest album, Diamond Diana. More than 10,000 have been sold. We have only a couple thousand of these left. And then we also have a holiday album. So it's a 2-pack that you're going to be getting home for $16.95. And you can do that on FlexPay as well. So if you'd like to pick up the albums, they're still here but limited. And then last but not least, we also have your gorgeous fragrance, and brought to us by the gorgeous lady herself. Wowza! Wow, that. You look gorgeous. You changed fast. You're good. Wow.
But I have the shoes on that I have to sitting shoes.
I understand.
Not walking shoes.
Completely understand what you're talking about, right? Those shoes that I call them like car to table, table to car. That's it. That's about as far as I can go with it. So are you having fun?
I'm having a wonderful time. They make it possible, so nice.
Well, they're having fun. I
like the idea of having an audience. It's so great.
Right? You guys are bringing such good energy. But, we invited some Diana Ross fans to join us, and we have people that have flown in from different parts of the country, a lot of people that live here locally that just love you, and we're pretty tickled. What did you guys think when you heard, gee, would you like to come and be part of the live Diana Ross show? Right? Yes, indeed. And it's all thanks to this little idea, because when you were set out to do this, you wanted to do something creative. So, you thought about, you love fashion, maybe fashion or, I don't know, jewelry, but somebody suggested fragrance, and I think it was a really fun place to start here at HSN with you.
Actually, it was thought of here.
Good.
When I came for the first meeting.
Okay.
And I was sitting at the table with Mindy and a lot of you guys.
Sure.
And she said, I think she could smell my fragrance as well. She said, you should do a fragrance. Right. And then, my person, Charlie, he said, well, let's figure that out. And then he introduced me to Rodney Hutton, and next is a little idea turned into a beautiful package. Yeah.
So Diamond Diana. So the name is beautiful. Did you think, when you came up with the idea to design a bottle, did that come to your mind? You wanted it to look like a gemstone? Look like a diamond?
Yes, I did. I had a collectible little diamond that I keep on my desk. It's not like a paperweight, but it's on my desk. And I have a lot of beautiful glass bubbles, little things. And I brought that to Rodney and said, can we create something like this? And he said yes, and he did.
And he did it. Look at that, 20,000.
Inside the top is
20,000. Yeah. Good point. Oh, look at it. Oh, it's engraved on the inside. It says, it says Diamond Diana on the inside of the cap. Oh, I love that. Here, let's see if I hold still and see if you guys can see that. Can you see it? It's right on the inside that. Look at that. That is just, it's amazing. That would be a great ring. Too big? Nah.
No.
Never.
I don't think it could ever be too big, right?
No way. But that's it. What a treat to give somebody. I
think everyone should have a diamond.
Right?
Yeah.
Why not?
Or a couple.
Absolutely. Start with one for sure. Most of you are getting more than one thing from Diana Ross tonight. We did sell out of the rollerball, but the fragrance is here. We're in the last hour. We're coming down the final home stretch. So spend your $18 and pennies so we can get this home to you so you can experience it in person. Joanne did. Joanne is with us from California. Hi, Joanne. This is Colleen. You are live on HSN with Diana Ross.
Hi, Colleen. Hi, Miss Diana. I cannot believe
Joanne.
that I cannot believe I'm able to speak with the legendary Diana Ross. I am so excited. I just wanted to let you know I bought the whole shebang last night. I cannot wait to experience it.
I'll remember that.
But I wanted to let you know just a couple of things. Just how much, you know what, that Lifetime Achievement Award is for real, because you have touched literally 3 generations of our family.
Yeah.
And to be able to do that is amazing. My husband is a musician. My son is an upcoming musician, contemporary Christian music. He's just spreading the love and joy, just like you do, through your music. And Timothy Welch, a wonderful young man. But I just wanted to let you know, truly, you have been an inspiration to this family. My husband came out of the projects as a young guy himself. He has achieved that, and you have been such an inspiration over the years. I remember as a young girl dancing to your music with my mom as we did chores on the weekend. It was just amazing. But I want to let you know, too, you could have chosen any name for that fragrance, timeless, ageless like you are, but the Diamond, that's an exquisite gem, and that's what you are. And I just want to let you know.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you. You're right. Thank you, Joanne.
You're wonderful. Thank you.
What a nice call, Joanne. You enjoy your beautiful fragrance and enjoy the holidays, and thank you for being there tonight.
Thank you.
Oh, you're still, thank you so much, Joanne. I thought you had left the phone. Thank you so much.
I'm still here.
Well, give my regards to your family, your son and your husband, and I think it's really, I think our show, or who we are, it's a family show. And in my concerts, we have the kids there, we have all generations there, and it's really nice. I appreciate that. Come and see me again, okay?
Thank you so much.
And I'm glad you got the whole shebang.
Thank you, Joanne. Oh, boy, I'm never going to live down the shebang thing. Oh, boy. Oh, well. If you would like to order the exquisite set, which it absolutely is, I hope that you are ordering yours. We have had the most exciting night so far, and there's more fun planned for you. Marlo's standing by to share more with all of us, because I know we have an audience full of people. Have you all had the chance to try the fragrance? Has everybody in the audience tried it? No.
Wow, that'll be my job. I'll be happy to share. But I would like to introduce everybody to Taylor. Taylor, will you please stand for a moment? Because, Taylor, you have had an opportunity to smell the fragrance. You want to tell everybody what you think about it?
I think it's really fresh and light. It's definitely an everyday fragrance. I really love it.
Oh, yeah, I like that. Yes. And I know, of course, you love Diana's music. Is there a favorite song? What is it that you love so much about her music?
I think, actually, my earliest memory of you was seeing The Wiz when I was a little girl. And so, that whole soundtrack is just really memorable to me and really holds a deep place in my heart.
Perfect. Well said. Well, thank you, Taylor.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Yes.
That's so sweet.
Bill, I'm going to ask you to stand for a moment, Bill. First of all, step out for a second. Look at Diana. Look at this. Look at that. I want to ask you to turn around to the camera so everybody can see this. Look that way, right?
Everybody has an addiction, and yours is Diana Ross.
Diana Ross. So, I understand, obviously right before the show we were warming the audience up, and I understand that we had some of Diana's music playing, and maybe we can ask, maybe if you guys can start a little number for us. And we were wondering, they said you were singing, Bill, right? You want to sing a little lyrics with us? Come on. We got one going.
I want the world to know.
All right,
Got to let it show. I'm coming out. I want the world to know. Got to let it show. I just wanted to say that Miss Ross will be back in Las Vegas in February, the residency.
Yes.
So when she, for all these times we've been smelling her, but now, we're always up front. So she can in turn, because we're going to be having Diamond Diana on.
Perfect.
So you will smell us now.
I love it. Thank you so much, Bill. So there you have it, right? Isn't that spectacular?
That is fantastic. That will be interesting, won't it, to have the wafts of beautiful Diamond Diana coming from
that would be so great.
audience. I love that. And it is true, men love this fragrance also. So it's something that can be for him or for her.
Yes.
And that's something kind of fun to note about this, because it's a beautiful fragrance. It's sultry and it's very fresh. I do love the freshness, but I also like the warmth. It's very warm to me.
Okay.
When I wear it, it's real, to me, it's nuzzly. I love it for holiday. I like it this time of year.
Yeah.
I don't know, there's just a kind of a fun, right? It's like, it makes you feel cozy when you put it on. So we're going to go back to the phones. If you would like to order your fragrance, thank you for your patience. Use express ordering, please, or log on to hsn.com. New customers, we welcome all of you. Yes, this is brand new. It's a world launch. You can only find it here. And
is the rollerball all done?
It's all done. Rollerball is all done.
I really love the rollerball because,
too.
you know, we can put it in our bags and, you know, we can carry it around with us. And it also, you know, it's not like a pen or anything, but that's so beautiful.
Do you know that we brought in,
Diamond.
they got us 5,000 extra and they are gone. Gone on the rollerball.
Well,
So
I guess on one hand, we're happy about that.
Next time. And also, do you know your albums, the CDs are almost gone. If you would like to order CDs, these are getting very, very limited. 11,000 have been spoken for. You do get both. How many left? A couple thousand. I think we have about 2,000 or so of these left if you'd like to order it. So there it is. I love this. What is it? If you need me, call me. No matter where you are, no matter how far. Just call my name, and I'll be there in a hurry.
Is she reading that?
You can depend and never worry. My sisters and I mean, we are such fans. I'm from a family of 6. I'm the second oldest of 6 like you.
You really?
And my sisters and I, we used to, I mean, we're just been fans forever, but we used to sing your songs. And we used to all pretend we had our little microphones. Did you all do that too? I mean, my goodness, you were like the soundtrack of our lives. Right, still do, right? With your brush in the bathroom. All right, Linda in Massachusetts is here. Hi, Linda. You are live with Diana Ross tonight.
Hi, how's everybody? Hi, Diana.
Hi, Linda.
I love you, and I'm so glad to see you on TV. Oh, my God, you are so beautiful. I have followed you as a young girl growing up. I remember having summer things, and we used to imitate you, and sometimes we came in first place.
Wow.
As a group, so I'm so happy to talk to you. I'm sorry I missed your concert, but this is even better. I get your CD, I can clean up, I can sing, I can dance, I can have fun. I raised 5 daughters to your music, and I saw all 3 of your movies with my girlfriend over and over again. And I love Blackish with your daughter in it. So I just love you, and you are just so gorgeous. God bless you.
Oh, thank you so much, and God bless you.
Thank you, Linda.
Thank you, HSN, for having her on. This is a beautiful Christmas present. We couldn't ask for a better Christmas present.
Oh, so wonderful. Thank you.
Thank you, Linda. So sweet. What a nice call. It's a special night. I think everybody feels that way because it is true. When you hear Diana Ross songs, I mean, it takes us all back to our childhood, to a special place, because, you know, we've all been able to listen to your music over the decades. I mean, you were the female Beatles. You and the Supremes, weren't they? I mean, they were like, you know, remember the Beatles, and then it was you were the girl version of the Beatles to a lot of us. I mean, seriously, it was really remarkable. I mean, you think back, you were so young. When you first started singing, it was, you were what, 16 years old?
16, yeah.
Isn't that amazing?
Yeah. Because I still feel 16. No, it was, it's been a wonderful, wonderful career, and it's such a blessing. It really is. I get to do the thing that makes me happy. It's not really work to me. I feel like when, you know, I'm performing, it's more interacting and playing and having fun. It keeps me alive and it keeps me youthful. So I don't want to ever retire. They'll probably have to drag me off the stage.
That's wonderful.
But yeah, it's really, 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 I am truly, truly grateful for this life, you know, for my family, for my children, and, you know, you know, you're more to me than fans. Fans is not a bad word, but you're so close to me. You know, really, it means a lot to me. I appreciate you flying all this way to come in.
You know that.
Huh?
Anything for you.
Yeah, it's okay. Thank you.
You know what it is? I think it's right, because you share so much of yourself that people do feel like they know you.
Yeah.
Right? I think that's what it is. They do feel, when people see you in the street here and there, do they come up and feel like they've already met you or they know you.
Yeah. But this is even more because now I'm, you know, like on the stage, you know, we have conversation. Yes. We're talking to each other, you know what I mean? Yeah. And it's really, I mean, I've always talked in the middle of the songs, or I might say things, you know, inspirational in a song and what I'm believing and all of that. But when I stop, and we stop for a minute and really listen to each other or hear what, you know, what's coming back, it's really great.
You know what
really
I love is how when you go to a Diana Ross concert, you all know this, I love how you like to put the spotlight on your audience.
Yeah.
You like to see their faces.
Yeah, yes.
Right? That fuels you.
Yeah, yeah. I used to walk all out into the audience. Now there's no stairways and all of that. But I get people to come up. He comes up and dances with me most of the time. You know, Dustin is always there. And I look for your faces. I look for you to see if you're there, you know what I mean? Oh, and I know sometimes it's difficult to get to all of these locations that I'm performing because we tour, you know? And my band that travels with me, they're like family. You know, my family away from home. Right. They, you know, they've been with me a long time, and they know them all. You guys know them, and it's really wonderful. It's a wonderful work. I couldn't have asked for anything different. Yeah. You know, I've been singing since I was like little Jagger, you know, about 2 years old, you know.
No kidding.
Yeah.
Have you always wanted to act too?
No, Barry Gordy actually saw that talent in me. You know, he believed in me and wanted me to. I never really thought that I was going to do a film, Lady Sings the Blues, and all of that.
Mahogany.
Yeah, Mahogany. In Mahogany, he gave me the opportunity to design all the clothes for the actress Tracy Chambers. And that gave me a chance to fulfill that dream that I had of when I went to high school and wanted to be a fashion designer, costume illustration. And then I decided to follow that up with designing the clothes I wear on stage.
Great.
Yeah.
Oh, you do? So you design most of your...
Yeah, yes.
That's fantastic. Yeah. I said next time we need to do... Okay, so we need to do clothes, don't you think? But we should do beauty. Do you have a special beauty routine? I mean, really, you have gorgeous skin.
Oh, thank you so much.
It's amazing. How, so do you just take good care of yourself?
I think I drink a lot of water. I've mentioned this on the stage just recently. And I told my daughter, I think that's a key ingredient to good health, skin. I just, you know, water is key. I get out now and I hurt my knees, and so sometimes it's hard for me I can't run anymore. But I said, I gotta go out every day and go for a walk, even if it's out in the fresh air, you know, just go out and you know, the more you do that, the stronger you feel and the better you feel. Yeah. So I just think taking care of yourself, eating well, you know, I really stopped with the Haagen-Dazs. Whoa! And so, you know, I just have to take care of myself. Right. The other thing I started doing, I have a handful of blueberries every morning. Oh. Blueberries are really, that's my snack now, you know, it's so good for you, you know? So there's a lot of healthy things that are so natural. Right. You know, and I started thinking a lot about routine, right? A lot about nature, a lot about looking at the sunset and you know, and that's where it started also with Diamond Diana. I started thinking about the beauty of our earth. You know, I love being in Florida where you look out at this beautiful ocean. Right. And, you know, you need to look up at the sky. The sky is like a piece of art. It changes every day, all the time. And I just started thinking about our earth and caring for it. And it's made me think of, you know, the diamonds and the stones and things like that.
It's true.
Looks good on you.
It smells good on you. Yeah, they're passing a bottle around the audience so everybody has a chance to try it. It is so special. I am so excited that so many of you, over 20,000 people, get to experience this beautiful fragrance. We are in the final few minutes of our show, so if you are just stopping by, we are thrilled you're here. This is an HSN exclusive. It's a world launch. It just launched today, very first time, and you can get your bottle home. The bottle alone, if it was empty, this to me, for under $75, this gorgeous, faceted, stunning crystal bottle that's a keepsake. That is a collectible right there. To get Diana Ross her very first fragrance, it has her name engraved on the inside of the cap. It's absolutely so sensational. And then on top of that, you get a little personal note from Diana Ross. And then, as I close this up, I want you to see this is all black velvet. The bow on top is done in a beautiful red and black satin. So all those little details, you can see everything was so beautifully thought out.
I was saying red and black.
Oh, we matched. Indeed.
You know, the young man that helped me put together the trademarking for the package, he said that it's also a great wedding gift because
gorgeous wedding.
She can keep her wedding band on the tip top of it.
What a great idea.
You know, just to put the wedding band right on the tip top. So when you're doing the dishes and things like that, you don't have to lose it in the sink, you know.
Look it.
You just,
yes,
it's right there.
Oh, it's a ring holder.
Yeah.
Yes, yes, yes.
A paperweight and a ring holder.
Why not? Seriously, you will just, you will have forever. You'll keep it. You know what else I think about? You think about a diamond that actually starts as a lump of coal.
Yeah.
And then through years of heat and intense pressure, right? You right here, this one. And withstanding pressure and heat, you get this perfect, beautiful, flawless jewel, priceless jewel.
Yes, yeah.
That's you. Right? That is you. But it really is a remarkable thing when you think of the symbolism behind a diamond, and it just makes it that much more perfect that you chose it for the name of this beautiful fragrance, Diamond Diana. So if you want to treat yourself or give somebody a gorgeous jewel, and not to mention what's inside, the top notes again, we're looking at lavender and fresh mandarin and aquatic clementine and white bergamot. I mean, the notes are so, when you first smell it, it's crisp. It's light. There's a hint of citrus. And then the middle notes have a beautiful citrusy orange blossom. I love jasmine.
Can I invite, is Rodney somewhere close around, Rodney? Because he can talk more closely.
Have Rodney.
Is Rodney somewhere close? Can we find him?
Yeah, we'll find Rodney.
Because he can speak to this, you know.
Yeah.
And it really, you know, he's amazing. Is he somewhere close?
Because he helped to develop the fragrance.
Rodney, please come in.
Here he comes. Ask and you shall receive.
Can we make room for it?
So we need to get a microphone. We're gonna get a mic.
Where can you sit somewhere? Come on in.
Come on
Rodney, Rodney is the what should I call? How?
Well, hold on. I have to get a mic on you.
She's too generous.
Does he have a mic? Do you have a mic on?
No.
Okay, we're gonna have to get a mic on you.
But just talk anyway. You can talk on we'll talk on your mic.
Yeah, there we go. Okay. Okay, so you worked with Diane on developing the fragrance.
First of all, my Lady D is way too generous, okay? It's always somebody else first. She's had this in her forever. All I had to do, and my amazing team, was really listen to her. And a lot of people don't know, she's got a design background. So it wasn't like, I'm working with somebody, we've got to brainstorm, what do you want? I don't know what I like. It was so crystal clear. She even knew how she wanted you to feel when you first smelt it, and when she left the room, she wanted you to also feel something. It was very, very, it's a passion project for her.
Yes.
It's all her.
Yes.
So beautiful. Oh my
His team talked to me, gave me a list of what they did to try to create what I wanted, and they were so wonderful. So you can speak to that.
You know, it's interesting because the traditional way of making fragrance is very interesting, right? It's you know, you go through the notes and you build it. We actually started from emotion, which is a very interesting and new place. So I'll give a generic example. What scents make you feel happy? What scents make you feel warm? So we built this actually in reverse, right? Most fragrances start from the top note to the middle to the bottom.
True.
We started with the base.
Oh, you did?
And layered everything is layered from the base. The middle is layered with the base. The top is layered with the base. So then we took the lady's emotion and we said, what makes you feel elegant and glamorous and sexy and sensual? And that's the base. So that's the note that always lingers whenever she walks through the room. You know, it's very interesting because sometimes you don't have to see Lady D. It's like follow your nose. You know, it's like, you know,
But you can hear me.
You know, and then the middle note of it was her sensual, feminine, beautiful heart. So then we explored notes and ingredients and what kinds of things and what kind of scents make you really feel passionate and feminine and beautiful. So we looked at Turkish black rose,
Yes.
and just very, very rich, sensual, citrusy notes, exotic spices that are warm, fuzzy, enveloping. And that's how we built the bottom. And then the top was a little tricky because, in case you haven't noticed, the lady's got moves. So we wanted something that was a little fleeting, a little flirtatious, a little sparkly on top. And that we got that through the greens of citrus, not the fruit itself, but the fresh, crisp greens of a spring-cut lawn in a beautiful orchid. And that's how we laid it. But again, it came from her. It was very important to me and my partners, Lisa and Simon, that this doesn't have to be something that it's not a name slapped on it. This comes from her, it comes from within, and we were just happy to have the opportunity to work with her.
Wow.
I'm so glad you could speak to that.
Beautifully said. Well, well done.
Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Thank you, and congratulations. What an incredible team we have. Isn't that, you know, because you could hear his passion and how much fun that was to work on a project with someone that really did have vision. You really knew that this is, you had, this was all in your heart. It was all in your mind. You knew what you wanted. And they delivered it for you.
Yes.
And now we can deliver it to you. And we have Gloria in Missouri who's joining us. Hi, Gloria. This is Colleen. You're live with Diana Ross tonight. Welcome.
Hi, Gloria.
Hello, Colleen. How are you?
So
We're
good.
Great.
I just wanted to say to Lady Diana, she's gorgeous, she's gracious, we love her, myself and my daughter Darla. We just could never get enough of you, and Michael Jackson and Wiz, and your exuberance, your vigor. You dance, you sing, and we love your hair, and Tracy, your daughter, we love her and everything she's doing. We just love you and your family.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Congratulations, Diana. You have come a long, long way through life. Everything that you've done, success, we love it. We love it. Can't say enough.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you, Gloria.
Thank you.
We appreciate your call. Thank you so much, Gloria. Enjoy the Today's Special. Gloria has her bottle on the way. Are we doing this? Our hearts feel warm, don't they? This was, how old is your little
Well, he's just one.
He's one.
Yeah.
And he taught you the language of love.
They can teach you things.
Right?
Yes.
Oh,
it's really good.
So sweet. I know we're going to go back. We have so many people waiting to say hello. As you call in to order, stay on the phone. We're going to try to take as many phone calls as we can throughout the last few minutes of the show. We're so excited. Everybody decided to jump in and treat themselves. I think that it's
going very quickly, I think.
Time flies, doesn't it?
Yes, yeah.
I know, it really does.
Yeah.
It is, I have to say, this is so much fun. One thing that you probably noticed being here, we feel like when you came to HSN, you and your team, it's just you fit right in as part of the family, but we do feel like we are a family here.
Yes,
It really is that way. That's why a lot of us have been here forever. You know, I've been here 23 years because it's one of those places that you get to work and you get to meet amazing people, but also you get to work with amazing people every day. And that's it. We are one big, fun, dysfunctional family.
I really do appreciate what I feel here. You know, just walking in, everyone has been very kind and generous and helpful, and you know, it's really, really lovely because I stop and I actually try to let my eyes see everyone in the room. You know, who's doing what and paying attention to what's happening around me. So it's really lovely to meet people who care about what they do. You know what I mean? and look at the camera. But I love it that you really do care about what you do, and that you've been here a long time. I think it's so great that you have.
It's a blessing.
Yes,
it really
yeah,
is to have a job that you absolutely love.
Yeah.
I know we have speaking of family, we have another little video we're going to share with you, right, Rick? Okay, so what are we looking at here? Okay, so this is.
You probably can't see it. That's Raif dancing in the aisles at the AMAs.
Oh my goodness!
Oh, too bad we can't see it. It's so dark. he's dancing.
All those little grandchildren, they all just have right? They have it in their DNA.
No fear at all. You know, no, they're just, which we should all have. You know, they just enjoy life. They just are having such a ball with everything, you know. Raif is learning 4 different languages: Chinese, Spanish, French, and English, of course. And he earlier today he spoke French on the phone. Just like that, he's homeschooled. Rhonda homeschools him, huh?
How old is he?
He's 7.
Wow.
7.
There he is. What a cutie.
He is amazing. He should be on the phone right now.
He should call us.
And did you guys see Tracy how she introduced the fragrance on on her Instagram? And she's amazing. Delicious. So good.
It's so great. It is. Hey, Robert in New York wants to meet you. Hi, Robert. You are live with Miss Diana Ross. Welcome.
Hi, Robert.
Hi, Diana. I know you since I'm 16 years old, and I remember in Resort Hotel, I asked you to kiss me on my 16th birthday, and you said it's going to cost you. And I'll always remember that because I had to get up and sing Reach Out and Touch with you. And it was a wonderful experience. And on my 50th birthday, I went to fly to Vegas to see you again.
Oh, my. Thank you for that. That's so great.
It's a pleasure to have seen you all these years, trust me.
So Robert, have you washed that cheek since you got that kiss that many years ago?
Yes.
Darn it.
It's so funny. We ended up making a shirt, Take Me Higher shirt, when the album came out, and we brought it to the signing, and Diana Ross was only signing the CDs, and she said, okay, I'll sign the shirt if you promise not to sell it on eBay. Well, me and my friend Frank, who always goes to see Diana with me, we both still have our shirts, and we never sold them, and we had given you a shirt as well.
Oh, that's so great.
Oh, well, thank you for sharing, Robert. Nice to meet you.
Thank you.
Well, love you, Diana, always and forever.
Always and forever.
Bye-bye.
That's one of my songs, too.
What's so funny is that when you hear all of your fans who have been going to your concerts for so many years, it's as though you really, truly, you hear the word ageless, but you really are. Like, you really... I mean,
thank you very much.
I mean, you are, though. I can't believe when you said that you are over 70 years old. Can you believe that? Just
I'm 73.
That's unbelievable.
My birthday's in March, so then I'll be 74.
Wow.
But I feel like I'm 47.
But you do have this youthful vitality about you.
Thank you.
It's like that little child is alive in you, and it's infectious.
Oh,
it's contagious.
Really great. Really good.
No, it is. It's really a beautiful thing, and I think everybody can feel it. All right. Oh, we have a video of your daughter. We want to share this, so let's take a listen.
That's Tracy.
Tracy.
Selling her first ever gorgeous, stunning perfume. Okay, it's backwards because I'm doing it on a selfie, but here's the box. It's this beautiful velvet box, and inside is a sweet little note and this beautiful perfume. You guys don't know this, but my mom always smells delicious. And this smells just like her. My brother Evan has been wearing it, so no matter the gender, no matter who you are, this perfume could be for you. Check it out. It's kind of fantastic.
She's right now hosting hosting Jimmy Kimmel's show tonight. Yeah.
Oh, you're kidding?
Yeah.
Oh, fantastic.
Yes. So she's, not on the phone like she was earlier, but she's on fire right now. She's just, it's just happening, and she's just having a wonderful time.
Yeah,
she's having fun with it, and yeah, she's so great.
She is so great.
Yeah.
If she ever decides she wants to change profession, she could bump me right off this couch and take my job in a heartbeat. So cute. Michael in Pennsylvania is calling. Hi, Michael. It's Colleen. You are live with Diana Ross tonight.
Oh, my God.
Hi, Michael.
Oh, my God. Miss Ross. Miss Ross. Miss Ross. You talked about family. You have been my best friend since I was 10 years old. I fell in love with you at the Latin Casino, where I was brought in for my 10th birthday, and I felt so sophisticated. And my brother just looked at me and laughed because he said that from the moment you walked out until the moment you left, my mouth was open. Oh, dear God. I danced with you last year at the Einstein Medical Center. You have touched me so much. And all I can say is, when you talk about family and you talk about fans, all I know is you've been one of my best friends in so many different ways. It's very, very hard growing up different, or when you feel out of it, and somehow you always came through. You always came through. And I was so always better. So you're one love in my lifetime, and I thank God for you. I totally thank God for you.
Thank you.
That was beautiful, Michael.
Thank you, Michael.
So much. That was so
He
heartfelt.
mentioned the Latin Casino. I remember performing there in the early days at the Latin Casino. So many memories. Things just, just having these conversations, you start thinking about so many things, so many moments in your life. I remember that place, the Latin Casino.
I bet you do. Well, he clearly remembers it. I mean, these are unforgettable moments, and how fun that you really do have. You have just a gift for being able to really touch people with your music and your heart, because your music is so it transcends time, generations. That's one of the most exciting things about what you do, is that you're several generations of fans now, and your music will continue to live on. And it just, look at you. We have all that's a beautiful picture. Look at all, we all can think back to our favorite song from Diana Ross, our favorite moments watching you. I just remember Mahogany. I've seen that movie I don't know how many times. Loved you. I loved your wardrobe in that movie, everything about it. But look at all these beautiful, fun moments. You just give every minute your all, don't you, when you're trying to create something beautiful for us.
So really great.
It is. All right, Marlo has more social comments for us.
I don't know if we've ever been as busy as we are in social.
Seriously.
I am telling you, for those of you that are familiar with Facebook, you know how you can heart? There are hearts everywhere. A cross for you. So many people wish they could be here. So many people are saying they wish they can call in. And I have just a few of the comments that I picked up from social. Maria D says, beautiful person, beautiful voice. Maria D. Kathy C says, thank you, Diana. You are the reason why I love music. Paul S. wrote in to say, you are so beautiful. Thanks for being such an important part of my life. Love you. Shirley E. says, I've looked up to you since I was a young girl growing up in Detroit, Michigan. Thank you. Shirley E. wrote in and said that. E&S wrote, I love you, Diana. I'm 15 years old, and I'm from Argentina.
Wow.
You are my inspiration. That's E&S.
So good.
Linnell A. wrote in, Ross the boss. Tyrone What a class act. What a beauty. This is Tyrone F. You are a timeless wonder, and I am a huge fan. Much success with your perfume endeavor. And I just have a few more I want to read to you. Guy C. Guy wrote, I'm about to pass out watching you. You're so beautiful. So there are literally hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of comments. So I want to just ask Nancy, and of course, just any question that you might have. All right?
Do you remember performing at the Rooster Tail in Detroit?
Yes, I do.
Okay, I was there. Yes.
Are you from Detroit?
Royal Oak, very close to Detroit.
Yeah.
Yes, yes.
I do
Defected
remember.
here 22 years ago.
I remember it so clearly because that was one of the first nights I met Eartha Kitt at the Rooster Tail. She came to one of the shows, and my musical director at that time, his name was Gil Askey, and Gil was so taken by her, and she was just so beautiful, and it was at the Rooster Tail. Yeah.
Fabulous place, and you're fabulous.
Yeah, thank you.
Nice. And Nancy, we should mention, is our producer Rick, the guy that's in my ear.
Yes.
That's Rick's beautiful wife.
Yes.
Welcome, Nancy. Rick's better half.
So keep the comments coming. Rick, I think the last time I was here, when I first came to the campus here.
I'm sure you did.
Yeah.
Yep, he's our guy.
Yes.
All right, well, you know what? We are going to be going back to our phones in a minute. By the way, we are just in the final few minutes of our show. This is your chance to get, if you haven't ordered yet, or if you'd like to get another one. A lot of people are ordering more than one, because when you get this home, if you're planning on giving it as a gift, you may decide you want to keep it, right?
Yeah.
This is going to be hard to part with, because
Well,
it's
here's
just
the thing
so special.
also, after this, you won't be able to get it anywhere.
Exactly. No.
It won't be anywhere.
It will not. This is it. This is the only place you can buy it.
Yeah.
And this value, again, the price goes up to $99 at midnight, even at $74.90. It is an incredible value for the most beautiful fragrance, gorgeous packaging, and of course, all brought to us by the one and only Lady Diana. We are thrilled that you are all treating yourself. We have Trevita in Missouri joining us. Hi, Trevita. You are live with Diana Ross on HSN. Welcome.
Thank you. Good evening.
Hi, Trevita.
How are you, Ms. Ross?
I'm really, really good, really happy, feeling good.
And I'm glad you're feeling good. I just wanted to say that I've been a fan of yours for many, many years. It's one of those things where when I look back, I think just knowing that your faith background and your family has just really, like, above everything, the musical career, your entertainment career, that's what has really touched me the most. Just to listen to you go back and count your blessings and talk about your family and talk about how that gets you through. Above all else, I think that is what has made me admire you the most. And just wanted to put out there a little plug. I'm a preacher's kid, so I always look back as far as church kids and just think as far as the different things that we're able to accomplish. It just makes me really happy to see.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Beautiful, Trevita.
Congratulations. I was able to get all three of the CD collection, the perfume, the rollerball, all of it. So I'm looking forward to getting my personal Christmas gift myself. And many blessings to you and your family and all your fans. Take care.
Same to you. Happy holidays to you.
Thank you, Trevita. Okay. Bye-bye. That was so very sweet. And, you know, she did, I want to mention the CDs are still available, but last we checked, there were only 2,000 left. So I know 12,000 have been spoken for. We have a few more than 1,000 only now remaining. So these are getting very, very limited. We'll talk about it if there's any left at the very end of the hour in a couple of minutes. But I wanted to really encourage you that you can't find this anywhere else. We're the only place where you can actually buy the actual CD.
Yeah.
So
well, actually, also the holiday, it's not ever been in stores here in America.
Right.
I had some of the songs released in Europe, but none of these have been released here in America.
So great. Do you have a favorite of all the songs that we have on the new album? I mean, people probably ask. It has to be hard to pick a favorite.
Yeah, it really is. I mean, because each one of them have memories connected with them, and I love More Today Than Yesterday. And I like the new remixes. I had 3 different remixes made, and we selected this one for for the album. But there's dance mixes, and there's one that's really great. You can ask Mark Young where it is because it is so great. Yeah.
Here's one of the remix, Nate No Mountain High Enough. It really does make you want to get up and dance.
Yeah.
I mean, come on. So that is part of this 2-pack. You also get a holiday CD, and you get one of the greatest hit CDs, both as part of this very special package. It's the Diamond Diana, the Legacy Collection, and I would encourage you for a gift for someone, this would be such a spectacular gift, or you're just going to want to fill your car, fill your home with this beautiful, fun, fabulous music. It really puts you in the spirit of, just makes you feel good.
Yeah.
Right? That's what it's about. It just makes you feel just like you want to celebrate life. And that, I think, is what great music does.
And we should all celebrate life.
Absolutely. Yeah. Peggy in Tennessee is going to be celebrating with new fragrance. Hi, Peggy. You are live with Miss Diana Ross. Welcome.
Hi, how are you?
Hi, Peggy.
I just wanted to let you know I've followed your music and I love it, but I really hadn't got to know anything about you until last night and today watching on the TV. But I'm very, very impressed with you. And I want to let you know I almost died last May. Oh. I had to have a liver transplant, and I was within just a few hours of dying. And when I got closer to dying, I felt such a joy and such a peace and such a love from God that I've never felt before. And it's like you're the embodiment of what I felt.
Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness. My. Woo.
It's just so hard to explain to people and to put into words what I felt. And you're just watching you and seeing you and hearing you. You're just the embodiment of what I felt. And I'm just really, really impressed with you. And this is just like a new leap in my life and a new energizing in my life. And this new fragrance to me, I used one fragrance all through the years of what I did use perfume, and that was bought from Belk. And it was a must, and my daughters kept saying, Mama, I don't like that fragrance. They didn't like it at all. But I'm a creature of habit, I guess, and I just kept using the same fragrance. Well, and this is renewing for me to take on your fragrance, to take on this new perfume, and to be fresh and revived.
Yeah.
Because that's
Peggy,
what I feel in my life.
Peggy, we thank you for your call. We wish you the best of health and enjoy wearing that beautiful fragrance. I hope that does bring her joy.
Peggy, I said that the bottle, there's love in this juice right here. So I'm hoping that you love it, and I wish you all the best. And I'm so happy that you were able to share this moment with me, especially knowing that, you know, you had a difficult night last night and you're full of pep and vigor right now. So I'm sending you lots of love and lots of energy.
Great. Thank
you. So enjoy.
All righty, back to the phones we go. This time we have Robin in South Carolina. Hi, Robin. You are live with Miss Diana Ross.
Hi, good
Welcome.
Evening. Good evening, Miss Diana Ross and Colleen. How are you?
Hi, really good.
How are you doing? You look wonderful. I'm so starstruck right now. I really am. I would like for you to give my mom, Miss Barbara, a hi. She's so shy.
Yeah. What's her name?
Barbara.
Oh, hi, Barbara. Is she with you, Robin?
Yeah, she's sitting right here next to me. She's
hey,
so
Barbara.
nervous. I just want to say real quickly, though. I just want to say real quickly, I had the pleasure of ordering your... Hi, Diane. She said hi back.
Hi, Barbara.
I just want to quickly say I enjoyed your career. You've been such an imprint to me. And
You know what, Robin? You need to turn your volume down on the TV, because otherwise...
I think so.
Yep.
I'm going to do that right now. Can you hear me now?
We can hear you.
Good. I just want to say, because so many people want to get in, like I said, I'm in awe of you. I love you. I thank you for your career and all the success you have made. I enjoy your songs. I'm the second generation. And I ordered your perfume, the roll-on one, and I can't wait to receive it and enjoy it. And I just want to wish you and your family a happy holiday and all the best and blessings, okay?
Thank you so much, and blessings to you.
Well.
Thank you, Robin. Take care. Bye, Barbara. Okay. All righty. If you can please use express ordering, we have every single person taking phone calls on the fragrance. We're hitting almost, what now, 24,000 have been spoken for. I know, it's so exciting. If you want yours, we have one waiting here for you. We encourage you to go to the phone or log on to hsn.com, shop by remote. If you've downloaded the app on your smartphone, just click buy now, and we'll get this on the way for you after that first flex payment. But we have Marlo standing by. I would be curious, because a lot of the audience members tried the fragrance on
Everybody has tried it.
I know. What
by now, right?
Right.
As a matter of fact, I am going to ask Miss Judith Ann. Judith Ann, will you stand up and come over by me, please, for a moment? I'm going to give you the mic. You look beautiful, by the way. Stand this way. You've tried it, and so tell me what you think about the fragrance.
Well, I love it. When I first smelled it, it's not too heavy, it's not too light, it's perfect. And there's so many different notes.
Right.
And I was wondering, it was interesting to hear also from the fragrance designer, but I was wondering if you could just talk a little bit more about those emotions that you wanted us to feel when we smelled it for the first time.
Oh, nice.
Yes. All the good ones. All the good emotions. Those that make you feel good, those that make you smile, those that make you want to wiggle. All of those, He has spent some time with me and just talking about my passions and the things that I love, and also seeing the family and my relationship with people and everyone. And I just think he just was able to try to put that together in what they call the layering of the notes, which was all new to me, but I knew that there was a fragrance that I really wanted to, I wanted to smell it and feel good, and I wanted it to have a little bit of a mystery. I wanted it to sing. I really wanted it to sing. Yes. And it has that. It has a bit of that, when you meet it, when you first meet it, that fragrance that first hit, it just feels really nice. That's why the rollerball is nice, because you put it in special little places, Oh,
so, indeed. Yeah. I love that. You see that? It sings to you.
Yeah.
That's perfect. Okay, speaking of that, the final call is going out on the album. This is the Diamond Diana, the Legacy Collection album, and then we also are including the Holiday CD as well. It's a 2-pack for $16.95. Some of the all-time greatest hits. You've had 18 #1 hits, all-time greatest favorites are here. Amazing. And then also, the holiday CD is fun. It's What the World Needs Now, Wonderful Christmas Time, Winter Wonderland, Let It Snow, Let It Snow, Let It Snow, Silent Night, Ave Maria. So you're getting a holiday album, and then you're also going to be getting, as we said, some of your all-time greatest hits, also some remakes of some of the old favorites. So you're going to have a really good time with this, because it just is going to put a smile on your face and everybody's. This lifts you up. It's hard to be down in the dumps when you listen to music like this, right?
Yeah, I think you're right. Yeah, it's really important that music does something powerful, amazing, all over the world, all over our globe. Something about music that really touches people's hearts, stays with them. They have memories about it. I'm so happy that I'm able to do music, It really is a blessing. I keep saying that a lot, but I really feel like it really is a blessing.
See, and the fact that you feel that way, you bless us with your gift. That's the beauty of this. That's why we all feel it. Every single one of us, we get it. And that's why these songs have endured over the decades and will continue to, right? And just lift us up and make us all feel inspired and make us feel happy and motivated. And I think when we get to see someone like you you've worked so very hard in your career, but you also care so deeply about what you do and the people you do it for, and there's lessons in that for all of us.
Yeah.
Really is. Okay, if you'd like to order the CDs, Rick is saying we're wrapping this up. We have under 1,000 left, so hold on if you're ordering. And
I kind of wanted to say, even though I've been very busy my entire career, I did always try to make time to
be with my kids. But also, when you say worked really hard, because of this, because I love to sing, because I love to perform, that it hasn't been hard. There are certain things that are difficult, like traveling, you know, from town to town and things like that, but the work of it. I mean, I couldn't have been blessed more to be able to walk on the stage, dance in the lights, and wear beautiful dresses. Yeah?
Speaking of that, anybody feel like dancing in the light here? Thank you, Diana Ross.
Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Are we all done? Thank you, everybody, so much. Enjoy your fragrance.
Thank you.
Don't miss a thing with our HSN app, available on Apple and Android devices. Get $10 off your first in-app purchase with code WELCOME10. Opt in to push notifications for early access to exclusive app-only deals. Shop faster than ever with exclusive new product videos, only on the iPhone. Watch HSN Live anytime, any place. And the new shop and search features make finding your favorites easier than ever. Search app on hsn.com to download.
I've spent a lifetime in the kitchen all over the world, and I've seen what it takes to make cooking easier, faster, and more simple. You don't need a professional kitchen to be able to cook a delicious meal. With the right kitchen tools, you'll be able to cook, create, and celebrate.
Don't miss the return of Curtis Stone's Kitchen Solutions, only on HSN.
'Tis the season.
It's the holidays at HSN.
And this year we're celebrating
40 years
of Mary.
We've gathered all the things you need to make it the best holiday yet, with something for everyone on your list. More gifts?
Yes, please.
Gifts for him. Gifts for her. A few for you. Gifts for kids. Gifts under 50.
And exclusive finds you won't see anywhere else.
Spend the holidays with friends.
More is always merrier.
More gifts, more brands, more friends, more merry.
DG2 is comfort, stretch, style. That boot cut classic was the first jean I designed. The Super Stretch is a technological revolution. I love the Ponte jean. It makes you look so thin. That comfort waist is going to overtake the world of denim. Once you have that perfect fitting jean, wait and see how life-changing it is.
Hi, everybody. My name is Helen Keeney. I'm going to be shopping with you for the next 3 hours. We have an amazing Today Special coming up at midnight, but from now until the end of the day, everything is on free shipping and handling. So I want to make sure that if there's something that you had your eye on, that you make sure you put it in your basket and check out, because we all love free shipping and handling. Now, our next item that we're going to start out with has over 26,500 sold of the AirHawk. This is a cordless professional air compressor, and we're doing a great price of $10 off. Of course, it's free shipping and handling, and $16.65 to get home. This hour is full of great giftables for everybody in the family. Lou Caputo is here, who's going to show us how to use it and how easy it is and how much fun you can have once your toys are blown up.
Once your toys are blown up. Well, that's true.
Yeah.
But you know, the thing about this is, and you hit the nail right on the head, it's a real compressor.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, it's not like the inflators that you get with an air mattress or that sort of thing, which basically is like a glorified fan that just blows some air. This guy right here, and you're going to look at it in my hand, it is